Hello and welcome to Metal Thunder. This is where you take control of an AC-130 in a roguelite adventure to kill everything. If you want to check out the game, there is a link in the description, and there is also an armory, as you can see right here. Basically tells you all of your statistics with pretty much every single thing you have available. Unfortunately, I only have this weapon available right now. I've only done 0 runs. Yeah, this is my first run ever, so that is exactly what we're going to do. So you can see here, Operation Dune Bastion. Crew, we're providing CAS to defend Zulbarg base from insurgent waves, targeting comms and ammo depots. Expect RPGs, tentacles, and airborne. Use thermal imaging for target acquisition. Focus fire on high-value targets, and prevent perimeter breaches. We're the primary fire support until reinforcements arrive. Keep the base intact. Alright, let's do it. So, we are currently thermal.
Provide air support to defend Zulbarg base from insurgent waves hitting comms and ammo depots. Expect heavy resistance. Use thermal for target acquisition. Prioritize armored targets and secure the perimeter. Hold until reinforcements. Keep the base intact.
Oh, okay, I see how it is. Okay, so we are actually going to be unlocking another weapon, I think. I'm actually not entirely sure. Oh, I can actually zoom in. Oh, I had no idea. Okay, there we go. I'm zooming, I'm killing, and I need to reload. Okay, how do I switch weapon? How do I actually switch weapon? Ah, I see. I switch weapon with this. Okay, I understand. There it is. Comet missiles. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, yeah. Splash range. Let's increase that. Let's try to do massive damage here. Okay, there we go. Increase max ammo. Increase reload speed. There we go. We want to increase reload speed as much as possible. Let's switch back to this. Try to murder these guys. There we go. Okay, this is much more difficult now that I did not realize how to change weapon. So that is going to be a bit of a problem. Let's spawn some infantry. Yeah, nice. Look at that. We actually spawned some infantry. That is fantastic. What's really cool, though, is that my weapons are actually reloading as we are fighting here. And it reloads while, whether you have it selected or not. So you don't really need to worry about that, which I think is absolutely fantastic. I think that's super fun. Let's try to get the comet back. It's not coming back as fast as I would want it to, unfortunately. So we're going to have to wait. There we go. Okay, it's back. Now we can do some damage. There we go. Okay, let's increase the splash range of this thing. Base lost. Yeah, that was a bit too fast for me, wasn't it? That was a bit too fast for me. All right, let's do it again. Do I actually... Yeah, no. Look at this. We actually have the ability to level this up. Not just yet, though. As you can see, I have 2.24... and I need 2.5 to increase the damage on this thing. But that is already pretty awesome. So let's actually just see. Maybe we can do a little bit better this time. As you can see, there's the night vision. There's thermal. And there's what it really looks like. So we're going to do not night vision. Is it night vision? Do we actually need night vision right here? No, there we go. Okay, that's good. Okay, now we have to be very aware of what's going on here this time. There we go. Nice. Okay, so we could spawn an infantry, or we could just go for... I'm just going to go for more max ammo, actually. That's what I'm going to do right now. Oh, I can't believe I didn't kill that guy. I cannot believe I didn't kill that guy, and we're going to have to reload. It's going to take too long, in my opinion. It's going to take way too long for me to reload. Maybe we'll be okay. Nice. Okay, we did it. Okay, so let's actually get a new weapon this time. Whoa, that's a big weapon. That is a massive weapon. Okay, that is fantastic. Okay, so let's actually just continue shooting with this. Nice. That is massive. Love this. Okay, let's increase reload speed. That is a legendary upgrade right there. That is pretty crazy. Okay, that's going to reload now. Let's use the comet a little bit here. And that is going to be extremely effective, as you can quite clearly tell. Very nice. Let's actually unlock the 45mm as well, and then we are going to reload with that. We need the 45mm now. There we go. Okay, so the 45... Whoa, okay, that is pretty amazing. Look at the damage this thing is doing. Yeah, we should be good right now. We should be good. I have the 102mm back on top right now as well, which is fantastic. So let's actually just increase our reload speed with that. Once again, this is insane. The amount of damage that this thing does, crazy. Obviously, I need to increase its fire rate a little bit, I think, probably. That would be probably pretty awesome to do. But yeah, the reload time on that thing is going to be pretty crazy in itself. Ooh, we can increase damage. Increase number of bullets shot on the 45. Yeah, that sounds pretty fun. Look at that. Now we shoot 2 bullets for the price of 1. That is amazing. Okay, here we go. Now this is now where we're cooking with gas, right? I mean, my first run ever was absolutely terrible, and now look at what's happening. Now we are absolutely doing amazing. So I'm just gonna shoot this, and then we can just shoot this. There we go. There we are. Nice. Okay, let's get. I think reload speed is king. Reload speed feels like that is the most important thing you can possibly get. At least that's what it seems like to me. We should probably just shoot a little bit here. There we go. Get those guys out of the way. Single target. Nice. There we go. Alright, so let's just do this. Do that. Do that. Basically, if there are any 2 targets, we are just going to try to maximize our damage on those as much as possible. The 30mm has already come back, so I can start doing damage with this thing again. Unfortunately, the 30mm is very much 30mm, as in, it doesn't really do that much, unfortunately. Oh, we got a massive APC here. Okay, we're going to do this. Yeah. I mean, come on now. How can we say no to multiple APCs, right? How can I say no to that? That is just fundamentally just... I mean, come on now. We've got to take APCs. We have to. You know? We just have to. That is just... There's nothing else. Nothing else to say about that. And we otherwise... We're actually fighting them off really, really well here. Surprisingly enough. Let's go for the 30. My APCs... Do they have a duration, by the way, the APCs? I actually don't know whether they do. Whoa, that is some massive damage. I hope they... I think they just have HP, actually. The APCs feel like they only have HP, which is really quite insane, if you think about it. I can actually summon things as well, as you can see right there. I can actually summon infantry. I did not realize I could do this. As you can see, I can summon infantry. It does have a cooldown. It costs me 250 per time, which I'm not entirely sure what that even means, to be honest, but I guess we're going to just find that out at some point. Yeah, I actually don't know what that means, because I'm looking at it right now. Ah, it's that thing down in the bottom left. Okay, that is where my resources are. Okay, good to know, good to know. So that basically means that we do need to be a little bit careful with what we spend, but it's going to give me additional things, which I very much appreciate. Okay, this is a target-rich environment right here. Just going to be killing a huge amount of people. There we go. And we're just going to try to focus those guys down, focus these, continue summoning as many infantry as I can to try to support the APCs as much as possible. I think the reload time is going very, very nicely here, surprisingly enough. Let's actually just kill these, kill that one as well. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, do we want additional damage? The question is, I don't think damage is actually that useful. Ah, there we go. Spawn. Wow. Okay. Yeah, spawn 2 APCs. The question is, are we going to get additional enemies, like other kinds of enemies? Because we're just getting infantry right now. I'm going to assume I don't really want additional enemies if I can help it, to be honest, because that is probably going to result in me dying. But... I'm kind of wondering... Ah, here we go. We've got additional enemies now. Yeah, they were very easy to eliminate, as you can tell. Very, very easy to eliminate, so we don't need to worry about that too much. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay, let's just actually do this. Just shoot that. Just need to kill that tank. Yep, there we go. And we need to kill this as well. There we are. Okay, yeah, so we are actually getting some tanks and things like that now. And that is a big problem. As I said, additional enemies really make a big difference. Okay, I just want to spawn 3 infantry, I guess. There we go. We can actually start summoning APCs ourselves now. So we're actually going to continue doing that. We are literally just going to spawn APCs as much as possible. And we're just going to continue spawning infantry as well. Because that is very, very important in my opinion. Let's go for the 102. Let's try to kill both of those. Yeah, we got a little bit of distance to make up with the accuracy there. There we go. Nice shots, nice shots. Kill them all. Kill them all. And I think we should be pretty good. I don't even know how long have I actually been. 7 minutes almost. Okay. Yeah, we should be fine. I think we are looking pretty good right now. I just have to be super, super careful about how much I'm spending. I don't want to spend too much because obviously we have to think about the meta progression upgrades after the fact. We can't just be like, oh yes, I must spend all of my money on this current run. That's probably not the best idea. So we do have to... Oh, I just shot my own guys. That's fantastic. Good work. That's exactly what I wanted to do, of course. Okay, let's just shoot them. Nice. There we go. Try to kill that thing. Nice. I actually did hit, but unfortunately it was a bit too far. There we go. Increase fire rate by 100% on the 30mm, or reload speed by 50% on the 102mm. I think we'll take that. I mean, reload speed on the 102mm, I think that sounds insanely good. I think that's really, really good. So we're going to take that. Probably every day of the week, right? I feel like that's crazy good. So, yeah, we're going to just do that. Let's just be very careful about this. Nice. That was almost a direct hit there. And we can do another one there. Try to kill that tank. Nice. Direct hit. Not a direct hit on that one. Maybe we can shoot this. A little bit more accuracy on the 45. Can we do it? Yeah, the tank is taking some big damage right now. Unfortunate for us. Yeah, wow, this thing is insane. There we go, finally got it. Okay, now we can deal with these guys. Unfortunately, we are actually losing huge amounts of our people here, just purely because I wasn't able to actually focus on these guys at all. Just gonna try and use some of these explosives here. Deploying some infantry in the process as well. Try and do some AoE here. What else do we have going on? Oh, we got these guys over there. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, my... the reload speed is still not good enough, in my opinion. I need faster reload speed, friends. I need faster reload speed. It's going to be extremely, extremely important for us. But yeah, we're not getting particularly... Oh, spawn 2 tanks. Yes, give me 2 tanks. Thank you very much. Okay, now we have to be... yeah, I need to kill this. Oh, wow, that was an instant kill right there. Okay, that was just an APC then, I guess, or something like that, instead of a tank or whatever. Okay, we got to be careful here. For some reason, my troops are not actually helping us in regards to actually being over in the direction that we need them to be in, so we're having a bit of a problem with that. There we go. Okay, no, we're doing fine now, though. We're doing all right. There we go. Going to switch to the 102. Nice. Nice. Oh, yeah. I think what I need to do, actually, is I need to get more damage on the 102. Because being able to destroy tanks and basically anything in one shot... I mean, obviously, tanks can't be destroyed in one shot with this. But imagine if it could. That would be pretty amazing. Doing big damage against that tank. There we go. It's now dead. That's wonderful. And now we can just get back to the 102. And we're going to have to clear out a lot of these enemies here. Nice. Okay. Another reload speed. Yes. Oh, thank you. Okay, I am very, very pleased right now. That is amazing. Okay, so now all we need to do is just be very, very careful here. I don't know how much HP my base actually has, which is a bit of an issue. I don't think I can... Can I tell? Can I tell? Yeah, no. I can actually see. I can actually see what my HP is. Okay, yeah, and it seems like it's actually doing fine. It's doing surprisingly fine. Okay, big damage. Big damage. Kill that APC. Kill that one over there. If we can. Yep, nice. And then we can kill this. There's a tank here, so I need to kill that. I need to switch to the Comet to be able to kill that really, really fast. There we go. And now we just need to use the 45 a little bit. My base is under attack. It's actually dying right now. There we go. The health actually regenerates. I did not realize that. The health actually regenerates of the base. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, there we go. They need to move right in there as well. Let's actually just use this a little bit. Try to kill these tanks. The tanks are making very, very hard here. Oh, looks like we might have a problem here. Yeah, we might have a problem. This is bad. This is bad news for us. I have been attempting to summon as many people as possible, but unfortunately it looks as though that is indeed game over. Yeah, there it is. There's the game over. We did really, really well, in my opinion. The 102mm was doing absolute work for us. As you can see, we literally did 122,000 damage, which is absolutely insane. And we now have the ability to go to the armory, and we could potentially, yes, as you see here, upgrade a variety of weapons. We can even get phosphorus, napalm, clusters, JDAMs, Mavericks, Hellfire missiles, Comet, Gatling guns, 102mm, and so on. And it's absolutely incredible. That is really, really strong. I'm actually thinking right now, maybe it would be really, really cool if I leveled the 30mm into a weapon that could actually be somewhat useful. And I think that might be kind of fun. So how much do I actually have? I have 42,000 right now. So what we could do... Wow, that doesn't really do much. Yeah, that doesn't really do much. Okay, let's increase the projectile count. We can do that by 1 or 1 projectile. Wait a minute, what just happened right now? Did it just take my... It just took all my cash, didn't it? It just took all my cash. Okay, though, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, let's just increase my damage a little bit here, and let's increase the splash range. I'm gonna do one more run here, and we're gonna do it in... We can do any number of different things here. We've unlocked this one. Okay, let's do this one. Well, looks like we're getting a really, really nice upgrade for our 30mm here. I've basically gone for phosphorus and 30mm upgrades as much as possible here. And I actually seem to be doing pretty well, surprisingly enough. I wasn't obviously thinking that we were going to be doing anything on this one because, well, I don't really think I'm that good at this game. So, you know, it's actually quite surprising. But the fact that you can now unleash 5 bullets at once with every single shot, well actually it's 6 bullets with every single shot with the 30mm turns this into an absolute menace. Very, very strong weapon now. Obviously now it is, but beforehand maybe not so much. But yeah, after that, very, very powerful and super, super fun to use. And there you go. We can even increase, look at that, we can even increase our reload speed, which we are going to do that. So there we go. And my, unfortunately, my base is going to get under attack here. But look at how fast I reload. It's actually insane how fast I reload. We're going to use phosphorus right here. Phosphorus sticks around for a little bit of time. So I'm hopeful that we'll actually be able to maintain things here. And bear in mind that generally... the best way of defending seems to literally be to summon large numbers of troops. So for example, APCs, infantry, stuff like that, and basically just continue firing as much as possible at enemies that are coming in. Obviously, that's the reason why I'm using phosphorus here as well. It could also use, you could basically also use napalm and basically anything else that sticks around for a little bit of time, because phosphorus seems to stick around on the floor for a little bit, and then enemies will walk into it and they will take damage, and it will be a lot easier to eliminate them. But obviously, this is very much dependent on your play style, and this is the wonderful thing about the game, actually. Now that I've played it for a little bit of time, I have kind of figured out that the playstyle that you go for, whether it's basically just juggling large numbers of different weapon types, whether you want to do that, or whether you want to go for something a little bit different. Like, for example, if you want to go for, a singular weapon type, like, for example, what I'm doing here, I'm basically only using phosphorus and the 30mm. You don't necessarily need to do that. You can obviously decide on what you want, whether you want to go for, like we did in the previous run, the 102mm is extremely impactful and very, very fun to use, but you don't have to use it, you don't have to use it. You can literally decide on what you want to go for, and there is going to be an upgrade at some point that will make your favorite weapon into something that you really, really enjoy. And I'm just going to try to focus down these tanks here. I think the tanks are actually going to be extremely... There we go. They're going to be very, very happy that I eliminated the tank there, because otherwise my forces are not going to be super pleased. Basically what I found is that the best way to actually play the game, I'm not sure whether this is actually the case or not, because let's face it, I'm not very experienced in it. This is my literal, third run total ever. So yeah, we're going to increase number of bullets shot here, and now I'm literally shooting, 11 bullets, I think? 11 bullets with one shot every time, which is crazy. Let's use white phosphorus over there. What is it? I don't know whether it's white. Is it white? It probably is. Anyway, we are obviously going to be using it over there, and we're going to try to do this if we can. Is there a tank? Yeah, there is. Oh no, it's an APC actually. Yeah, we are instantly killing those now because I am literally firing 11 bullets at once, which is amazing. And you can see how much damage we're actually doing now as well. There's another tank over there. We should probably do something about it. Let's try to eliminate it as best as we can. There we go. And we need to increase our splash area. I think the splash area would be very, very happy to get increased. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so we're going to spawn two tanks. Two tanks sounds fantastic. I love that. And we're just going to continue upgrading. Just continue upgrading. Continue spawning troops. Even though we have a pretty sizable number of them right now, the tank is actually creating some pretty big headaches for us right now here as well. So let's actually just get rid of that as well. There we go. Let's use our phosphorus over there. And we will just switch back and continue doing damage in that direction. I need to be a little bit careful. I need to watch out for tanks, basically. That is the one thing I need to watch out for as far as I could tell, because if I don't watch out for that, then my forces can get dwindled really, really easily, and then we may have some problems. They're actually bringing out helicopters right now as well. I can't actually believe that they're doing that because I don't even see them approach, but yeah, they are very, very sneaky. And indeed, we also now have napalm. Oh yeah, and I'm going to be using it right here. Here's the napalm, it's going off, and boom! Yeah, it does pretty significant AoE damage, as you might expect. I love the smell of napalm in the morning, and we are otherwise going to be spending some additional cash on some tanks, because I actually have the ability to summon tanks now, if you can believe it, which is very, very cool. And so that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. And I'm basically going to spend some of that, some of my saved up cash, just to make sure that we have a little bit of extra security just in case, because tanks are very, very hardy. They're very, very difficult to kill. As you might expect, they are called tanks for a reason, and hopefully we're not gonna suffer too many casualties as a result. Let's actually get some phosphorus out there right now, and we can probably deal with these helicopters as well. There's one right there. Try to kill that. There we go. Oh, wow. You see how many helicopters there are? It's just absolutely insane. So many of them. Absolutely crazy. Thankfully, because of my upgrades, I can actually deal with these in basically 2 shots. But I can imagine that if you didn't have these upgrades, it would be extremely, extremely difficult. Going to increase my fire rate slightly. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to increase this. There we go. Yeah, I have to be very, very careful here. I'm going to have to go for napalm right now. As you can see, we got a bunch of tanks coming in over there. There's the napalm. Oh, yeah. That hit and did massive damage, which, as you might expect, is exactly what we want. Thank you. And we are otherwise just going to... Whoa, okay, that's a lot of people right there. That is a huge amount of people. I'm going to have to continue summoning tanks right now. I have actually stopped... I did stop summoning tanks because otherwise they're very, very expensive, as you can see. So this is the... I think this is the enemy's final push, actually. Let's use phosphorus right here, too, right now. And otherwise we can... Oh, dear. This might be a problem. Yeah, this might be a bit of an issue, wouldn't it? Okay, we killed that. We killed that. That's good. That's good. Okay. So all we need to do is just continue firing at these enemies right here. Make sure that we are going to be okay. I actually have no idea whether we're going to be okay. Oh, increase the splash range. That's really, really good. Okay, we can hopefully do that. And then my napalm is going to be coming back sometime soon. Let's increase my splash radius. Oh, dear. Okay, we're actually destroying quite a few of the tanks right now. I am having my my money dwindle rather significantly here, unfortunately, and that is just because I am spending so much on tanks and APCs and stuff. So, not terribly big fan of that. Let's go for napalm right here. Nice. That was a nice hit. And then we're going to just wait for the phosphorus to come back, and then we're going to use phosphorus right here. There we go. And then we're just going to focus on some of these helicopters right here. And we're just going to try to kill these tanks ourselves. I do have a really, really good reload time on our 30mm right now, so should be pretty decent. I was kind of hoping the splash radius would make a big difference. Increase max ammo. Yeah, sure, fine. Max ammo is always good. It reduces the chances that we're going to have to reload at least. Reduces the time that we have to reload, because I mean it's an inevitability that we are going to have to reload at some point. And we have 50 seconds remaining. I highly doubt I am going to be able to achieve victory here. I'm saying that right now. I highly doubt it. So just prepare yourself for the inevitable failure that will be upon us very, very soon. There we go. Okay, we've destroyed that. Let's destroy this. 30 seconds. I don't think that's going to be enough. I am summoning things still, by the way, but sometimes maybe not the best idea, you know, maybe not the best idea to do that. I am going to literally do phosphorus right here, napalm here, and that should be pretty good. Nice, nice, nice. They're all walking into the phosphorus and indeed the napalm too. And it seems to... Yeah, we did it! Look at that! Okay, that was fantastic. Look at my accuracy as well. That was insanely good. Look at my accuracy. 3% on the 30mm. That has to be an absolute all-time record there. Has to be an all-time record. Anyway, there it is. Metal Thunder. We did get a huge amount of resources to spend. We got 67,000. I'm going to increase my projectile count right there. And to reduce your I see. To refund it, you only get a fraction of what you had beforehand. So that's very, very good to know. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.